Hello there again, YouTube. Uh, I don't think I've uploaded video of any, made any actual videos in a couple of days. I've uploaded a couple of songs that I've been working on. Which ones I can't remember. Good old visit to the video manager will tell me. Yeah, the last thing I uploaded was part of a song I'm working on, which I've got more on written on now. I'm still working on it. The next part I've got on next part which I started a few hours ago. Next part of this song is orchestral arrangement. I'm working on the orchestral parts of the song right now. Working on the orchestral parts and the arrangement of the song right now, since it doesn't flow. But and top my pipe off real quick here. Almost dropped my ashes. But today was a pretty lazy Saturday. I spent most of my day sleeping off a really nasty headache. My wife spent most of last night. She was at a friend's place until like 4 in the morning, helping convert one of my friend's CD collection over to MP3 so she could put her music on her MP3 player. And she spent much of today doing a file recovery on another friend's computer. And she's still got a bunch more work. I can't remember what all's up with it, but the person that it belongs to is like, oh my god, I'm safe internet browser, all yada yada yada. Dude doesn't have antivirus, but he's it's like, oh, I'm safe on the internet. She goes to scan it and there's like a Trojan and all sorts of crap on there, and she goes to restart it. She has to boot it in safe mode because of whatever the hell it found, like, did some sort of crap. But she told him after she gets it fixed, if it breaks again and he doesn't have an antivirus on there, she's not gonna fix it for him. We were the same friends. We're supposed to go over to their apartment, and we're supposed to go over to their apartment, do a little bit of paranormal investigation stuff. They got some sort of odd spirit or entity that's knocking shit around, you know. They got their cupboards. They have these the, like here we got like solid wood cabinets, and they have about the same thing. The doors are not easy to open, you know. Heavy bowls, can lean against them and they won't fly open. But they these little plastic cups that are like what I keep my ashes in, little disposable things. They had some plastic cups in one of these cabinets, and they were pushed back, where they couldn't just fall out the door. And my friend was sitting in her living room, and she hears something in the kitchen, and she goes into the kitchen, and the cabinet door is like wide open, and these cups are on the counter, and she's like, "What the fuck?" This apparently happens a lot. And she's had electronics do stuff that like they shouldn't do, like they've gone off when they're like out of reach and such. So me and my wife are both gonna be going over there at some point in time. We were neither one up for it today, but we'll probably be doing that at some point in time. Doing a little investigation and chit chatting with spirits. It doesn't sound like anything harmful. It just sounds like it's a little playful. If it was something malicious, me and my wife would have picked up on it the last time we were in there. One of us would have, at least. I usually pick up on things easily, especially if it's something that's like malicious and right there. And I don't have like the same psychic shields up usually that my wife has. If my wife didn't have stuff up, she'd be seeing stuff, just standing at the end of the bed trying to chit chat with her. And when you're trying to sleep and it's 3 in the morning, you kind of don't want that. This is kind of a rambling video, but I've got kind of a topic going, so I'm going to keep with it. On the same note of paranormal experiences, my parents live in Oklahoma. They live in a Pryor, which is like a 40-ish minutes outside of Tulsa, and prime Native American land. And the last couple of times we were down at my parents' house, wouldn't have been the last time. We were both too sick to really sense anything but the nice cool touch of the toilet bowl. But I think it was the time before that we sleep on when we're down there, we sleep on a little pull-out bed, little hideaway beds that are in couches and such. And we had forgotten the, kind of shield the little area we were in, and we wake up and we just kind of feel like, something around, and it so happened that it was a very Native American sort of stuff. It wasn't harmful. It was just kind of like you know, both my parents are like not really sensitive. I know for a fact one of my little siblings is sensitive. He always when they lived up here, the house we lived in, he always talked about seeing a monster in the middle of the hallway, and I kind of felt something there, but I didn't necessarily think of it as a monster. But yeah, neither of my parents are really too sensitive, and they probably wouldn't acknowledge it's there unless it, threw shit at them. Which in a way kind of never made sense to me, because they're both like hardcore spiritual Christian. Which I think if you're, Christian, or, hard into any sort of faith, that, believing in, spirits and ghosts kind of comes with the territory. That's just my personal view, though. But, yeah, one of the last times, actually the last couple of times, like this last time before we got sick, we kind of felt stuff there, but, it's Native American stuff, me and my wife both jive with the Native American sort of thing, I got a couple of Native American friends around here, and so we kind of, jive with it, one of our regulars at my work, he's Native American, and I'm always out smoking my pipe, and he always waves and gives me a nod, when he sees me out there. And me and one of my co-workers actually kept him as a customer, because the night crew kept messing up his food and stuff whenever he came through, and he was almost getting impatient with it, so we kind of helped him out, and got on his good side again, which is what we try to do with everyone, stay on their good side. But yeah, I got more music on the way, and life's kicking. I'm gonna have to order more of this tobacco. This is the Stogie by Hearth and Home. I've been smoking this stuff like crazy. I might buy a few ounces of Bayou Night and a few ounces of this, just to try them side by side, because I enjoy the hell out of both of them. See how much money I have in the next few days. But until then, take care, and Keep your stick on the ice.